So if you were anything like me, you were hoping that going into the NBA playoffs, that league violations and coronavirus protocol and all that would have zero influence on the game. Because I know a lot of you guys like myself, we just want good quality basketball, man. We are ready for, all the pandemic and everything to be put behind us and just have good quality sports again, man. But with that being said, we did not even make it to the first game of the playoff series without having something happen that is definitely going to at least influence how people think about the playoffs. And, when it comes down to the player being LeBron James that we're going to be talking about, no matter what happens, there will be people out there that use this circumstance as a way to kind of devalue what he does come playoff time now, man. Have that be for, good reasons or bad reasons. That's up to you guys to judge. You guys let me know in the comment section below. But let's get into it, man. Yo, what's going on, guys? Crispy Flakes here. So for today's video, we are going to be talking about how LeBron James, in some people's minds, should be suspended for the first 2 weeks of the NBA playoffs. Now, before we get into that, if you guys don't mind leaving a like on the video, remember, guys, for every 100 likes this video gets, I will do one push-up at the end of the video. My last one got like 3,000, so we're doing damn 30 push-ups at the end of this one right here. But putting that aside, man, okay, so let me update you guys on what's happened as of late, just so you guys have a better understanding of what's going on, right? So, Woj tweeted about, or not Woj, Dave McMenamin, about 7 hours ago at the making of this video, posted a tweet saying that the Lakers were notified by the NBA that LeBron James violated protocols by attending an event for his tequila brand earlier this week, a league spokesman told ESPN. So I'm pretty sure it was an event with like Drake or somebody like that, and he was there. And yeah, we all know that that is against protocol when it comes down to just being safe and everything, right, man? So it was just tweeted recently, according to Woj, that LeBron James won't be suspended for protocols violations, sources tell ESPN. Nature of event didn't rise to a threat level of virus spread as described in Mick10's, that's the one dude's story below. Suns-Lakers game one on Sunday, man. So, a lot of people saw this and instantly jumped to saying that it's favoritism of LeBron James. If it was literally any other player in the NBA, they would have gotten suspended for this. And to be quite honest, I think we all know when it comes down to superstars of really any sport, there definitely is favoritism out there. In my opinion, I do think that, obviously the NBA has to stay consistent. Like, if you make these rules, you cannot do favoritism out there. But at the same time, too, I do think there is a fair amount of people out there that are actually like, okay, yeah, like LeBron should be suspended because if it was anybody else, they would have gotten suspended, right? But at the same time, I'm also on the side of like, if you're using this as an excuse, you really don't care about it all that much, but you're using an excuse to make the Lakers a weaker team, I think that's just as bad as like just being like, oh, let's say it was like Tim Frazier, point guard. I don't even know what team he's on these days, man. What if Tim Frazier, like, nobody would have cared and people would not have said anything? So I think it's just as bad to kind of feel like saying that, okay, well like, LeBron shouldn't play now. But if you wouldn't have cared about Tim Frazier and what his stats would be, if you would have been somebody in the comments saying, whoa, league breaking news, then I think you're viewing this and using it for all the wrong reasons. Now, in my own personal opinion, obviously when it comes down to it, I mean, there's two sides when it comes down to the pandemic, man. We all know that there's people that are very, against vaccines and the masks and all that. And there's people that are just like swear by it. So I'm not going to get too heavily into the political side of things. I know a lot of you guys watch, videos to get away from some of that stuff. But I think that, for one, I don't think LeBron has like released his status if he's been vaccinated or not. So when it comes down to it, though, man, I mean, people are using like James Harden as an example. They said that James Harden, I guess, like violated protocol and he simply got a $50,000 fine. So if that's the case, then I'm like, okay, well, the consistency is not suspending LeBron James, because then it's like, okay, well, you can't not suspend James Harden and then not suspend LeBron James. But then also, if there's other players that have been suspended, and it's up to this point, it's like, that is the rule. I believe Karis LeVert, the Indiana Pacers, was one of the guys recently. Then I think you got to be consistent with him, man. And I think a lot of it doesn't even come down to what your thoughts are on the pandemic. A lot of it comes down to just, these are the rules. You cannot have favoritism when it comes down to it, because then at that point it's no longer about the rules, right? It's all about status, and that leads down some very dangerous paths. I don't care if it's the NBA, I don't care if it's something else in life, man. So I think that the NBA needs to look at the history of how, over the course of the season, violating protocols have been, and you need to go from there. Now, what I really don't understand, especially in Woj's tweet, is that it said the nature of event didn't rise to a threat level of virus spread. So I don't really know what it means by that. I'm not totally updated. My apologies. I'm not totally updated when it comes down to like what all the rules are right now. I know it's different by the states, but in some cases it's like you can have so many certain people in a location, and I guess that's fine now, right? Now, if the NBA did not update the rules to state that, then that's on the NBA. But at the same time, you got to be consistent with your rules, man. So you guys let me know in the comment section below. Do you guys feel like LeBron James should be suspended for 2 weeks for violating protocols in this case? I think it was with Drake, though. I think Drake was the guy he was with. Not that that matters at all. But yeah, so I know this is definitely a sensitive topic for a lot of people, and there's definitely a lot of different voices and opinions out there, man. When it comes down to it, I try to look at both sides of things, and my opinion is just as valid as your opinion, so I love hearing from you guys in the comment section below. But I think for me, it comes down to NBA consistency and how they've treated this rule in the past. And if you're making a case for LeBron James just because his name's LeBron James, then that's totally wrong. But if you only care about this happening because his name is LeBron James and you don't actually care about the circumstance at hand, I think that's also equally as wrong. And to me, that's just kind of like one of those cases in sports where you're trying to simply get an edge. And for me, it's not really a competitive edge because it doesn't come down to the sport of basketball itself, man. I know me, though, I am looking forward to a fantastic Phoenix Suns Los Angeles Lakers series. Now, obviously, I don't want anybody to get sick. We all know that the coronavirus, I mean, I don't care who you are. There are people that get sick from it, man. So if you're a person that says, well, there's a survival rate of blah, 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 okay, that's fine, but people still get sick. So I don't want anybody to get sick. Assuming this is the final decision that they go with, and let's say somebody had the virus, I'm still hoping that nobody gets sick and we get good basketball, and that's it, man. So I don't know. I was very hesitant on making this video just because I know the topic at hand is very sensitive, and I'm just starting to get new subscribers on my channel. So, man, hopefully I don't piss off anybody in this. Just trying to have, a sensible, maybe a bit of a fence-sitting opinion on it, which sometimes I feel like sometimes it's best to look at both sides of things. But, yeah. 100% honesty, though, LeBron James should not have even put himself in this situation. He's a smarter guy than that. I don't know what his personal opinions are. Oh, my battery is dead. You guys cannot currently hear my voice right now because my my camera just died. So I guess I will finish off this video by saying, what was I even saying, man? I guess I just have a picture now of something. But yeah, I don't know LeBron James' personal opinions when it comes down to it. But regardless, there's a lot of people, especially because the NBA being a business and stuff, sometimes you gotta do things you don't like to do and do it for the betterment of the team. So that's all we got for this video, guys. Thank you all so much for watching. And peace out, my friends. Okay, guys, I got 30 push-ups to do. Do my best, forget the rest. Hopefully they turn out pretty good. My face is red, bro. Damn, man.